Hello my loves. So this is the first clip you're going to see of me on this new channel, and I'm going to look the way that I look and it's going to be perfect. I'm sitting here and I'm editing this vlog that you're about to watch, and I'm trying to understand what is it exactly that really drove me to start this new channel and to document my life in a new way. And I've suddenly started to understand what it is. In life, we have cycles. Each one of us has cycles. Each one of us has ups and downs and births and deaths and rebirths on a schedule. Whose schedule? Not yours, not mine, probably our Creator's schedule, right? The schedule of the fates, the schedule of the divine, the schedule of the cosmos, the schedule of the earth and of nature. I don't know whose schedule it is, but it's not ours, and it's not for us to know what's coming. In the last 7 years, and it really is kind of like it started maybe at 23, I was going through an identity creation process where I was becoming this one thing. And a lot of the people on my Leeor Alexandra channel were watching me become this one thing. And in the last year, that thing has sort of been kind of undone within me, and something new is being born now. I'm almost like a baby or a child being formed anew. And I don't know exactly what it is that I'm becoming into, but this journey is not just my own. Becoming is something that we all go through. We all go through this birth and this formation. And then at some point, that which was formed, it's time for that to die and something new is coming out. And I've been scared of it, and I've been kind of like, well, who am I now? Who do I become? I don't want to be this and I don't want to be that, but who am I? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop worrying about what I look like I am or who I don't want to be, and I'm just going to become curious about who this person is. And so through these vlogs, I'm learning a new side of myself, learning a new voice and a new storytelling. And it's going to be clunky in the beginning, but eventually, like with all things, we figure it out. If you put enough time into it, enough curiosity, enough exploration, you're going to figure it out. So what you're seeing is the beginning of an exploration of this new stage in my life. And it's clunky to me. I'm editing it and I'm like, what's my voice here even? Who am I really? But the thing is, and the message I want to give to you before you get into this is, I don't know who I am right now. I'm kind of figuring it out. Am I becoming a wife? Am I becoming a homemaker? Am I becoming an author? Am I becoming, what am I? Who is Leeor now in this new chapter in her life? And if I give up on the trying to project who I want to be and just become curious about who I am becoming, maybe this is going to be more inspirational for others to start to become curious about who they are becoming and be okay with the fact that they are not sure of what they are right now. Anyways, here's a vlog about what I bought lately and also making some lentil meatballs. Let's go, let's get started. Hi, I think I should introduce myself since this is a new channel and I don't know who it's going to reach. My name is Leeor Alexandra. I've been on YouTube for 7 years on my channel at Leeor Alexandra, and I've been thinking about starting a second channel for such a long time now, dedicated solely to lifestyle and to my life and to vlogging. I'm gonna make it happen now because this is a big year for me. At the end of 2022, I got engaged to my love and I moved back from Sedona. So I grew up in LA, I moved to Sedona, and then I moved back from Sedona to move in with him here in our condo. And this is a really big year for us. We have a wedding planning, we're looking for a house. I have a puppy, you wanna see him? For the ones who have been around, this might seem a little bit superfluous, but Jupiter content is always worth it. I love you, he just got groomed. So yeah, it's a really big year and I just feel like there's a lot that I want to make that has nothing to do on my main channel. It's always going to be spirituality, mysticism, and the law of attraction and personal development content. Here we can have more of a homey feeling, more of an intimate feeling where I can show different parts of my life. I think, you know, all of life is spiritual. There's no parts of my life that I consider spiritual and not spiritual. That's not how I live. Life is a continuous conversation or a dialogue with the divine. And so hopefully that will translate through the way that I live and through these videos. And if not, hopefully they're at least entertaining. I've been kind of nervous to start this channel and to start vlogging, and I've been putting vlogging aside. And can I tell you why? For me, when I get nervous to create content and to create videos and to share, it's because I have so much to share and so much I want to talk to you about, and I feel like it's like this condensed time where I have to fit everything into this one video to share my life with my friends. But that's not the case. I can make limitless videos, and I can just start here and we can figure it out as we go along. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of questions, and I'm sure we're gonna want to get to know each other on a deeper level, but there's gonna be time for that. I don't have to show you who I am as a human being in one 10-minute vlog, right? So what we're actually going to do today is I'm going to show you what I've been buying lately. So I already had a set of caraway pots. They're non-toxic ceramic pots. The guy eats meat, and he also keeps kosher in the house. And I wanted to keep our meat and vegetarian pots separate. So I finally got myself this beautiful set. This one is a little different from my first one. You can see guy just made some food with this one. Like a neutral color with a silver handles, and they're really good pots, and they're non-toxic, which is so important. Stop using your Teflon. But look at this with the gold, and it's like pistachio color, which is the same color as my stand mixer, which I've always wanted. I've wanted a stand mixer for years. I bake challah. Challah is how I say it. I don't know how to say it with an English accent. Challah. I try to make it every week or every other week, and that has made my life a lot easier. So guy got it for me. The one thing I will say, if you do invest in caraway and the non-toxic cookware, follow the instructions of how you're supposed to use them. You can't use metal utensils on them. I used a fork and I scratched the lining, so don't do that. Now I have non-toxic silicone cooking utensils. I got more fun things. Okay, so if you've been around on my other channel for a while, you know that I started my journey to stop drinking years ago. But in that video, I did share that I'm not completely stopping drinking. I'm stopping to get drunk, which is kind of a no-brainer right now in today's society, but back then it really wasn't a no-brainer. In my culture, we drink a lot. Alcohol is part of the culture. You drink, it's a blessing to drink. There's certain holidays where it's a blessing to even get drunk. So growing up, drinking was just part, you know, I know I'm not alone. It's not just a cultural thing, it's a societal thing, right? We're really pushed to socialize over drinks. I have a whole video on my beliefs about alcohol, how it makes our spirit leave our body, and it makes our vessels empty, and it allows for other spirits to come take our bodies for joyrides. It really messes with your hormones, it messes with your mental health, and it's just not something that I didn't want to get drunk anymore, and so I stopped doing that. But I still had a drink here and there, and even until now, I'll have a glass of wine once in a while, like let's say once a month with dinner if I go out. I definitely am pushing and moving towards zero alcohol, which I know a lot of you out there from talking to you in the past that that's what you do, which is so commendable and so beautiful. Alcohol, just one drink, disrupts your sleep, so you're not getting full sleep. So what we want is a drink that uplifts us, that brings joy, but doesn't impair our judgment and also doesn't affect our sleep negatively. We want the things that go into our body to only make us feel better, to improve our health, to improve our longevity. What I'm doing now is I'm creating different adaptogenic herbal elixirs. I went to Anima Mundi, the apothecary. They have the most incredible herbs, and I chose some different tinctures and supplements. So I got this one tonic. It's called Adaptogenic Happiness. It supports balanced moods, and the way that it does that is it has ashwagandha and St. John's wort. If you are taking pharmaceutical medications for your mental health, St. John's wort, you have to look into that because it actually has interactions with like 300 medications and other supplements. So if you're going to get anything with St. John's wort in it, please check first that whatever else you're taking doesn't go badly with this. I was taking melatonin to fall asleep at night, and then in the morning I would take St. John's wort at the recommendation of my doctor, who was trying to help me with my PMDD in the most natural way, since I won't take any pharmaceuticals. The melatonin and the St. John's wort affected me together in the craziest way. I experienced mania. I experienced hallucinations at night. I would wake up from dreams that felt real in my body, and I would experience crazy things. I've talked about them before, really crazy things. I'm no longer taking anything like that, so I can have St. John's wort. So a little happiness potion. Also really important to know that these are all organic. A lot of the ingredients are wild harvested, and they're formulated by herbalists. Then I got some tonic digestive bitters. This is called Amargo. It's an herbal supplement, and it helps with bloating. And then I got this Euphoria potion. I actually have it in powder form, and I put it in my coffee, or I put it in my smoothies, and it does create this sense of just like happiness, and it's natural, and it doesn't feel artificial. Okay, so that was Herbalism by Leeor. That's my shopping spree. I get myself herbs. I also got something new today. My best friend is pregnant, and she gets all these non-toxic oils and lotions for her body that are super clean. And when I went with her today, she's like, you should try it also, even though you're not pregnant. It's really good for your skin. So I got this, sorry, I really don't know how to say this. I know it's really a popular brand, OC Algae Body Oil. And I got the anti-aging body balm. Also, if you're interested in adding more herbs and superfoods into your daily routine, I had this for months before I started taking it on a daily basis, and I can't explain to you the amount of energy it gives me. I'm going through this little healing journey right now, and so I got all my hormones tested, I got all my levels and everything tested, and basically my adrenals are shot. And that's why I've suffered with chronic fatigue for years and years and years. I'm trying to strengthen my liver so that it metabolizes my hormones better and gives me more energy. This is hands down, not sponsored, the best green superfood powder I've ever used. And I am in partnership with other green powders, which are also really good, but this makes me feel incredible. Tomorrow, we're having my family over for Shabbat dinner together for the first time. So me and Guy, who's my fiance, we've had his family over a few times for Shabbat, but we haven't had a chance to have my family over yet. We're both really excited. He's cooking the meat stuff. I'm cooking the vegetarian, vegan stuff. I'm gonna show you one meal, how I make it and what I make. That's kind of like a traditional Jewish meal. You know, Judaism is interesting because there's so many different cultures under it. So you have people from all around the world with their different cuisines. So my influences are mainly Syrian, Iraqi, Israeli food. So yeah, so I'm prepping right now. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit. These are cooked lentils. They've been in the fridge, making lentil meatballs. So what we need is onion, lentils. I'm gonna put a little chickpea flour. I usually do a little almond flour, but I'm out of that. And then I'm putting it into a red sauce with tomatoes and peas. The thing about how I cook is that it's intuitive. I don't often follow a recipe. Usually I'll just have an idea in mind. This is great, but this is not opening. And then I just kind of make it up as I go along. I use just whatever feels right to me, and I taste it as I go. And honestly, usually comes out really good. So that's what we're doing today also. Need some hot water. This is the best tea kettle ever. If you're Italian, if you know, you know. Just a dash of olive oil. You don't need much with ceramic pots. Then you let that heat for like 90 seconds. And then we're just gonna get to it. And it's pretty simple. Welcome home, my love. Come say hi. Yes. Everyone watching.
Is it live?
Yeah, it's live.
Are you messing with me?
Yes, I'm messing with you. Your sauce looks so good. How do you make that sauce? Just a lot of water?
A lot of love.
A lot of love and a lot of water?
A lot of it's mine.
Guy, FaceTime my dad to show him what he made for dinner tomorrow. And garlic here too. Adding the tomatoes to the sauce. I'm gonna add some hot water. because we want the lentil mixture to be moist. The onions are translucent, the garlic is fragrant. Just add your tomato paste. Okay, now I'm just gonna throw a bunch of seasonings in. We're doing some sweet paprika, turmeric, cumin, onion powder. We're going to add the juice of 1 lemon. And then I'm gonna move this mixture into a mixing bowl. I'm going to add the chickpea flour. I'm going to add all the seasonings, and I'm going to add 1 egg. If you don't want to use egg, you can use a flax egg. I think you can use chia seeds. I haven't tried it with this. Okay, the oven is set to 400 degrees. We're gonna make some balls, and we're gonna bake them. Food prepared with your hands is digested better and tastes better. Prove me wrong. Okay, these are ready to go into the oven, and that little one is for me for tonight to snack on. I'm gonna put them in for like 20 minutes. The meatballs are ready to go in the sauce. I tasted the mini one, it was delicious. And they kind of rip apart in a meaty way. It's so good. And it tastes so much better, and so much better for you than any meat alternative. Feel me? Okay, so I thought I would finish this vlog with a taste test. That's what it looks like. This is generally what our cultural food looks like. Our cooked food. A lot of red sauces, a lot of vegetables, and then some sort of protein. It looks like meat. It's crazy. Wow. Guy doesn't want to be on camera to taste test, but he'll do it off. Okay, just remember it's not meat, right? And it still needs to cook a little bit more tomorrow. I'm blowing it.
Wow.
Good?
Wow.
You like it?
Delicious.
So I don't know when I entered my homemaker era, but I'm a big fan. I'm really enjoying it.
Wasn't in the beginning of the relationship.
What? I wasn't?
No.
I wasn't into it?
No.
I wasn't into it in the beginning of the relationship. In the beginning of the relationship, every other week, I told him that I think that what I really need to be doing is just becoming a nun and moving to India. When we first started dating and I realized that I'm going to end up marrying this man because he's my soulmate, I really had I had a choice to make. I saw my life split up into one path or the other. Make the left move or the right move, blue pill or red pill. I had to make a choice, and that choice was basically like let go of all materiality and spend the rest of my life focusing on enlightenment and transcendence of the physical, or I could go the absolute opposite way and choose tradition and marry and bring life into the world. And this was really hard for me. What really made it easier is just knowing how much we're meant to be together. And a conversation we had where I told him I'll do this homemaking stage in my life. I'll do it happily. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to have babies. I'm excited to build a home together. I'm excited to do all the things. But in our mid-age together, I want to seek enlightenment. And reading autobiography of a yogi, and understand seek enlightenment, I don't necessarily mean go live in a cave. I mean just focus a lot of our times on meditation and prayer and connection with the divine. So autobiography of a yogi, there was one story of this one yogi who lived out a whole life and had kids and had a family and then spent the rest of his life in communion with God. And I just really resonated with that. It's kind of like you want to still have the human experience. Right? You want to have the human experience. We came here to have that. I want to have it. I want to experience materiality. I want to experience the third dimension, and I want to experience all of it. Yeah, I want to feel it all of it. But also I want to continue my spiritual journey. And so the fact that I know that I can have both with my partner and with my family, and that support is huge. And whatever path calls you It's perfect. It's your destiny. It's why you're here. There's a reason why you desire the things that you desire. And I honor that, and I honor you, and I love you. And remember, there is no right or wrong way. Everything just is. It's all neutral. God loves us no matter what we choose. If you make something like this or similar to this, if you're inspired by this, show me, tag me, message me. I want to see. I want to know how it came out. Also, I want to know what kind of vlogs you want to see. I'm going to be working on them. If you can just be gracious with me if I miss a week of posting. I need that right now, and I appreciate it. I have to finish cleaning the kitchen and preparing a couple more things for tomorrow so that tomorrow is easier and I have time to write. I love you. See you later. I don't know what kind of sign off we're gonna have here. For now, it's see you later. Bye.